Doreen Grand-Pichet is the
Dr. Doreen is an expert in autism.
Doreen Grand-Pichet.
Dr. Grand-Pichet.
Dr. Doreen Grand-Pichet.
Dr. Doreen Grand-Pichet is a visionary in the field of autism. Now you can ask her questions on Ask Dr. Doreen. Renee and Elvira have written in and said that they're following Dr. Doreen on TikTok.
Hey, thank
and
you.
They said, have you noticed that on TikTok there are so many people who are anti-ABA, and they're glad that you've joined to clear things up. Have you noticed that already on Dr. Grand-Pichet, that there are
yeah, Shannon, I'm pretty new to TikTok, and I don't go around on a lot of other people's things. I was just hoping that I would use it as a place to answer a lot of questions. But I have noticed that there is a lot of misinformation on ABA and other things, like, because TikTok, I think, is more young people. I'm not quite sure yet, but there's a lot of really like yucky information on there. Some of it is about ABA. And then the thing that honestly bothers me the most is that there's a lot of people on there that I don't think actually have autism, but are kind of claiming to have autism or be autistic. And they're just, I don't know, it's sort of not a very good playing field. So yeah, I'm hoping that I will be able to just answer questions, be very objective, and yeah, help people understand the value of doing the right things, right? ABA,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's all about the medical and dietary and all these other things.
Yeah. One of the other things I always quote you saying, besides it has to be fair, is you always say, if you do enough of the right things often enough, good things come to pass.
Definitely.
And that's a thing that I've taken in my life, to just go, well, I can't change everything today. I can't be responsible for everybody, but if I keep doing enough of the right things often enough, good things come to pass. That's what got us through. We did 5 years of intensive, good quality ABA, because we wanted to follow in the footsteps of those people on that panel that I was talking about. And now my kid is fully verbal, and is in college for a writing program, a very renowned writing program.
Yep.
So, because I did enough of the right things often enough. Doesn't mean that we were perfect on any day, but we did enough of the right things often enough that good things come to pass. I think that that's
Right.
a really good way of looking at things. I want to end with something really evil and horrible that I'm going to put you on the spot.
Oh, no.
The question came up the other day, and it was interesting because it was a conversation both with a parent and a professional. And the question was, when people ask you to give you the elevator pitch, how do you define autism in under 2 minutes? Like, to give the real, I know I said it was evil and horrible and cruel of me. So I'm going to
Yeah.
give you a second here to think about it. But while I talk about this, but I think it's really important for all of us that no matter if you're here, you have a connection to autism. It might be that you yourself are on the spectrum. It might be that you love someone that's on the spectrum, or it might be that you work and love with people on the spectrum, or you could be all three. You are on the spectrum, you love people on the spectrum, and you work with people on the spectrum. But at some point, somebody, your Aunt Mildred, your cousin Beth, somebody is going to come up, or you're going to be in an elevator with somebody, and they're going to see you got a pin on or a bag that you're holding, and they're going to go, yeah, really, what is autism? And I say it's worth it to like get your statement down and practice it so that you can get in and get out in under 2 minutes. So, Dr. Grand-Pichet, how do you describe autism? What is autism in 2 minutes?
Yeah. Okay, here we go. So I think autism, we begin generally with a genetic component, which is triggered by some environmental factor. And then it results in a bunch of symptoms that we call autism. Now, I think looking at all the research, the genetic component has something to do with redox, which is kind of our ability to detoxify fast enough. And it's that process in a lot of kids, for one reason or another, is slow. And so when children are exposed to a bunch of things in the environment, there's so many toxins in our environment that would be its own lecture. but those types of things will then alter brain development, and in a way that our children become sensory sensitive, and then that also contributes to what they learn or don't learn. And I think, when you look at the symptoms of autism, they are mainly have to do with social delays, communication delays, and then the presence of sort of these repetitive behaviors that are more like obsessive compulsive behavior, right? Stereotypical behaviors. But I don't think that the symptoms kind of define it, Shannon. But I think what's more important about autism is kind of what's the underlying thing that is happening with each child. And a lot of times those underlying causes are a little bit different. And that is why we have a huge spectrum. That is why it's important for every parent to identify exactly what their child needs. It's not necessarily going to be the same as what any other child needs. So that's my 2-minute spiel on
I
it.
love it. I love it. I love hearing it. And Chris, I'm so sorry. We're out of time, but we've done a lot of videos about the potty training. If you will go to our website, autism-live.com, go to the top. Like you can search a bunch of different ways, but at the top, there's a little button next to the toy guide button that says search by topic or topics. If you click on that, then click on Ask Dr. Doreen, and then you get this menu. Put in potty training in the search, and then you will see all the questions that she's answered about potty training. Find the one that fits the best for what you're asking. You can watch them all. If you click on it, it'll take you right to that answer that she answers that question. All right.
And Chris, real quickly, right now, put her on a schedule. Just take her to the bathroom approximately every 30 minutes or so and see if you can gradually increase that schedule.
There we go. I love it. Thank you for squeezing that in. Thanks for watching Autism Live. If you found anything helpful in this video, please give us a like. In fact, make sure that you smash that subscribe button on YouTube and give us a like on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram for important updates. And please download our free podcast wherever you get your podcasts. See you next time. Until then, give your kiddos a hug from me and one for you too. Bye-bye for now. To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.